Good morning everybody and welcome to Sunday's video. I'm filming this on Saturday morning for all of you. So I cannot wait for the next week to show you what we're working on, and I hope you notice some differences in this channel, and I am really having so much fun. I don't know what hit me, but all of a sudden I decided, you know what? I'm gonna live the life that I wanna live, and I'm gonna live it fully. That means I'm going to incorporate all of my old-fashioned oil lanterns in every single video. I am going to feature what I love to wear, what I love to talk about, all the food that we make, and all of the amazing things that I am doing. I am finding complete and utter joy and happiness. It is so exciting. I was at the point where I can't even sleep at night because my mind is going in a whirl, and how can I make this video and that video, and I'm absolutely on the mountaintop with it because it's just so much fun for me. Oil lamps have always been a part of my life, and I love all kinds of oil lamps. Like this one here is a lantern, which of course that you would take if you were going to the barn or if you were going somewhere. The Amish use these kind as well, and I really like them. The reason why I like this oil lantern so much is because it's enclosed. So you don't have a flame that is out exposed. It's a little safer. And I just absolutely love oil lamps. And so I'm gonna share with you today a book that I am inspired by. This is a children's book, but it is Cracked Corn and Snow Ice Cream. And it has each month, so you can go to the months of the year. And this is, I do a lot of research with these books, and it talks all about history, and for the month of March. So you're going to see all kinds of little snippets in my videos of quotes and things like that coming from books like this. And I'm sure to share with all of you when I use a book. That way, those of you who love books too can join in and maybe purchase them or find them at your local library. So at the end of this video, I'm just gonna share a little bit about oil lamps and how I love them so much, and just it's a laid back. My Sunday videos are going to be more laid back, so they might not have as much production in them, but they're still going to be extremely valuable for all of you. One thing I want to talk to you a little bit about is, and I haven't talked to you in a long time, about anxiety. I will admit to you that for a big part of my life, anxiety was a big part of my life. And for about, I don't know, 20 years, I had severe panic attacks and generalized anxiety disorder. You name it, I had it when it comes to anxiety. But I am free of that, and I think that's because I'm living the life that I want to live. Yes, it's still stressful. Yes, it's a lot of work. In fact, it's more work than I've ever done before, but it's work that is fun. I put all the cares of the world besides, just left it all go. The cares of all these things, and always wondering if I'm adding up right, or if I'm, doing the right thing in this way, or if I'm doing perfectly in this way. And you know what? I just threw it all away and decided to be me. Me with all the flaws that I have, and I'm the least likely one to do things in a very graceful manner. Anybody who knows me knows that I was born and raised a tomboy. I've always been a tomboy, and little delicate things do not come easy for me. In fact, I always botch them up. So little dainty things and things like that usually don't do too well with me. I'm the kind of girl who give me a big barn shovel and I can dig a hole 6 foot deep really quickly, or I can tear down a barn, or I can do all of these things that require strength and they require no delicacy whatsoever. But I'm finding that by doing all of these things, I am opening up a world of creativity that I didn't know I had. And opening up a world to what I want, the world I want. It's the world I want to live in. And I'm hoping that some of you want to live in my world too. That doesn't mean that we are, let me say, naive to the world. We know what the world is doing, but we don't really want to have any part of it. And I do think that's what the Bible meant by be of the world, but not in it. We are of the world. I mean, of course, I have a GoPro camera. Of course, I have the internet, but I'm not in the world. I'm not of the world. And so the fashions of the world that come and go, I'm not part of that. Or things that aren't very good in the world, all the news that we're hearing. It just means I decided, nope, I don't want any part of it. It's not going to be in my life. I mean, there's so many things that we have to worry about in life. I don't need to worry about anything extra. And I'm so super duper happy. I really am. I am so super duper happy. I'm having so much fun. As you know, these kinds of videos take a lot of content and a lot of work. So if I'm not quick to responding to you in your comments, please understand that I'm giving more of my energy towards the videos that I make, and I will respond to you in a timely manner, but it may not be within the first couple hours of you asking a question. You're welcome to email me, but I do get lots of emails. So I only answer emails once a week or once every 2 weeks. That gives me time to do other things. I'm devoting 90% of my time into these videos to create these videos for you, a loving testimony of how you can live a very peaceful, old-fashioned life and save lots of money. My channel is about saving money. That is the #1 part of my channel. But it has a little bit of, well, grandma and great-grandma's way of living. So if you like old books like me, and you like the charm of the old world, and somebody who actually lives it, because there's lots of parts in my home that I cannot help. They're not for staging for videos. I actually live this way. That's how I live every single day. But I turn that into something that a lot of people would think is a bad problem. Negativity, like, ooh, you want to live like that? Or, oh, how do you live like that? But I turned it into my lifestyle. I turned it into how grandma would be, and I turned it into all of those things. And so I turned it into a fun, and I absolutely love it. I don't want things changed. I don't want a new house. I don't want things fixed. Honestly, I don't want things fixed. I like it this way. And I am just embracing my life right now because I realized last night I was really thinking about it. You know, I'm 53 years old. And the biggest part of my life is over. Now, what do I do the couple years I've left? You know, I say couple when it's the long scheme of things. Of course, I'm hoping to live to be 90 years old. So that's quite a few years yet. But you know what I mean? It's like, I want to live my life. I want to do what I want to do. I want to portray in my videos how I want to do it. And it's so much fun. And as little snowflakes are falling, I can't believe it, there's falling, and come on, it's springtime, people, it's soon spring. I'm just really happy, and I realized, you know what, I want the last part of my life to be a testament of the things I learned in the first part of my life. And I learned a lot in the first part of my life, and I'm still learning, but I want the last part of my life now to incorporate all the things I learned and embrace them and make them spectacular. Seriously, make them spectacular because it's the life that I want to live. Now, it may not be spectacular to everyone who clicks on this video. It may not be the channel for everyone. I understand that. But for me, this is how I want to live, and this is abundantly on very little, and I am having the time of my life. Honestly, it is absolutely the most amazing lifestyle you'd ever want to live. And the thing is, just do it according to your life. Implement some of the things that I do, and some of the things that you don't want to do. Take it, and take what you can out of my videos and learn from them. And you know what? I can promise you something. I can promise you with my whole heart, if you turn your life into simple living, you will 100% be happier. There's no question about it. Yes, it takes effort. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it's a growing thing. You know, you don't all of a sudden jump into it. But little by little, if you implement things in your life, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a purpose in your life like you never thought you had. And when you live a simple life, you are going to be so content that people around you are going to wonder, why are you so happy? Because it's something deep inside. I can't make it for you. I can't force you to do it. But I'm hoping that my videos can inspire you. My life has changed radically, inside and out. And that is because I am slowly implementing the simple life, slowly implementing the old ways. And the old ways have found me the most amazing happiness that I could ever have dreamed of. Well, I can't plant my garden yet, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, it's like sleeting and snowing and raining. I know, for everything there's a season. I know, but I tell you what, I cannot wait for the sun to shine. I cannot wait for the seeds to start growing. It's just too early yet. It's too early for me to plant. And yes, Oscar the owl. That's Oscar. He's part of my channel. So anyhow, what I was saying was I cannot wait for spring, but I'm not gonna hurry it with my seeds, because then you have failure. And well, I don't know about you, but once I start planting my seeds, I want them to sprout.
A big part of my healing comes from oil lamps. Oil lamps have really been a great benefit for me in creating a peaceful environment in my home. The ambience of oil lamps is so soothing and so relaxing. It brings peace into your environment. Your four walls in your home should bring peace and keep all the outside world away. I hope this video gave you a lot of peace and helped lower your anxiety level and helped you to continue your day in a restful way. And this is my Aunt Martha. I've never shared her photo before. And this is my Aunt Edna. She died many, many years ago. And of course, I give tribute to my birth mother. She was in her early 20s when she passed away 2 days after I was born, with complications of childbirth. I always keep her memory alive.